So we're gonna do it?
Are we really gonna do it?
I guess.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, guys? Talk movies with us, and the day has finally come. Wonder Woman. Now, this film obviously has a lot riding on it because DC films in general have been okay at best.
They've
right?
just been subpar. They've just...
Yeah, my favorite being Man of Steel, and the rest of...
I haven't liked really anything since the Dark Knight trilogy, so...
So yeah, so does Wonder Woman live up to the hype? I say hell yes.
F yes.
I thought it was just awesome. One thing this movie brings us, which the other DC movies have failed to do, is a little bit of a thing I like to call character development.
There is so much character development in this movie. Obviously, it stars Gal Gadot. We have Chris Pine. We have a few other people who you will recognize.
Yep.
And it was just fantastic.
It was good. Now, this movie's 2 hours and 20 minutes long.
Did not feel like
But
that.
it's not like how, what was Batman v Superman 2:45 and you felt every second of it. This movie uses all of its runtime. The beginning is a lot of good setup with the character, you know? It's, you learn who Wonder Woman is. I went in, I'm not a big comic book reader. I'll be the first to admit, I watched the films, you know, I know of the characters, obviously, just from growing up.
Yeah.
But, I don't know anything about the comic book, and I went into this movie and I came out, I feel like I know a lot more about Wonder Woman.
You basically...
Other than the suit, you know?
You see her as a young child. You see her as a teenager. You see her, obviously, as, you know, an adult. And you see her go through all of these processes to become the woman that she is and to figure out who exactly she is.
And I felt like it was very well done.
Oh my gosh. And yeah, very well done.
Just set the character up beautifully. And yeah, and let me just... I can't go without saying, Chris Pine in this movie was fantastic.
Oh my gosh, he was fantastic.
Gal Gadot was very, very good. I think Chris Pine was great.
Yeah.
He was very good. His character, like the emotion and the comedy he brought to the movie was just...
I felt a lot of emotion with him, and I know in the car I mentioned it, you said that he was very, very good in Hell or High Water.
Yes, fantastic.
This is probably the best thing I've ever seen him in because I have not seen that, but he was
so good.
Great. He was great.
You know, and this...
Everybody was good.
Oh, one thing this movie
Everybody.
gets, perfect casting. You know, there's no awkward moments. There's no Granny's peach tea. There's no pulling a Jolly Rancher out of Wonder Woman. It's just
there's no raunchy
solid...
jokes.
But there is good comedy.
No, and it's perfect.
It's
at
sprinkled throughout, right?
At the right moment. The villains were... Let's talk about the villains for a second.
Yes. Dr. Maru, right?
You know, she was an important part of the movie. And I mean, she doesn't really say much.
Yeah,
but...
there's a few different villains in this, and it's Alright, the villains aren't the best. I'll be the first to admit. It's not like all these comic book movies, the main faults are pretty much the villains. But what are you going to make the movie 4 hours long? It's, for what it is, this movie
I think
did
this
what it
movie
needed to
was
do.
more about just Wonder Woman and her...
Oh, yeah.
You know, her purpose. It wasn't so much, oh, who is she fighting today?
Let's talk about action scenes. I thought they were good. They had pretty much three big set pieces, right? Beginning, middle, and end, you know?
They weren't too long. We did have a lot of, like, slow-mo with, you know, changing camera angles. And I think for this movie, it played it off very well.
Yeah. The whole IMAX experience was pretty awesome.
Love IMAX. Love IMAX. Can we just get rid of the 3D already, though?
Yeah, I mean...
I complain about it in every movie that we see in 3D.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It didn't bother me, but I could do without it for sure.
Yeah, it definitely... The reason why it didn't bother me as much as other movies is because it wasn't a bunch of cut scenes. It wasn't like jump, 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 jump. It was smooth flowing, and... the colors were very pretty in the movie. It was very well shot.
Very well shot. Gal Gadot, you know, just her in the suit and everything. She is Wonder Woman, you know.
She is a very good Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
I know people are like, oh well, she isn't like the original woman who played Wonder Woman. She's not supposed to be.
Well, you want to know what? From the bits that we saw in Batman v Superman, I was like, oh, she could kick ass, but could she hold the movie together? And honestly, the answer is yes. I think she does a fine job.
Yeah, she definitely set herself up to be Wonder Woman for a while.
You buy it right off the bat. And another thing I have to say, I love the score. The music was awesome. It's such a unique, with the drumming, it's just whenever she gets up into her,
it gets you pumped.
Her battle, like, oh man, I want to listen to it in the car. Like
I know, and I found myself like holding my breath a lot, just because like I was just so focused on the movie. I felt like I was there, and it was.
Yeah, it was.
I loved it.
Yeah, I really. Let me tell you something. This is just a breath of fresh air for DC, in my opinion. It's definitely worth your time for sure. For sure.
So, ratings. What are you gonna give this movie?
I'm gonna give this an A-. A-. Great, better grade than I ever saw. So.
Oh, in school.
Yes.
I'm giving an A+. A+. Like
That's your highest grade so far on this channel.
I think this is obviously the highest grade that you can give a movie.
Yeah.
I want to watch it again and again.
Yeah, it was.
And again. And
it was so good.
Yeah.
So good. And the equal part of having a great female lead, and Chris Pine was toe to toe with her. It wasn't, you know, every man was a dummy. It was just. Yeah. It was all around a solid, for a superhero film, I think this gives you everything you would need, honestly. I don't see anything.
You have action, you have story, you have
drama, you know, a little bit of sadness, a little bit just love, and it combines it all, and just
the atmosphere is just great.
I left the theater feeling whole. You know, I didn't feel like some movies you walk out, I felt like something was missing. I got everything I needed.
Complete.
Sure.
And I really hope that, and I'm sure we'll get a sequel. And, you know, we'll see how everything plays out with Justice League, but...
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is definitely a step in the right direction for sure. So, alright guys, that is our review of Wonder Woman. Thanks as always for watching and supporting the channel. It's awesome.
It is. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe.
And we'll see you guys on the next video.